y'all, I'm Ashlyn,
I'm Emily.
And I'm Marla.
and we want you to mansplain baseball elsewhere.
Yay! Go Braves.
Holy shit, you
Forever
guys.
go Braves.
They won.
I can't believe it.
Oh my god. Like, it's been a week. Exactly.
You have a world champion shirt on.
I do. My John Boy shipment came in yesterday. I got 4 different shirts, and I struggled to figure out which one to wear today. But I wore the Champs one. And I don't even remember what all I ordered from Fanatics, because I was pretty tipsy at that point.
You'll probably get it in like February. Somebody got
part of it shipped.
Oh, that's good. Somebody got their NL championship shirt today. I was like, yeah. I'm glad we won the World Series for many reasons, but also that would suck if you got that and you're like, I don't even want to wear this because we came up short. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't bother buying any of that stuff.
I bought a bunch of Fanatics, and I know I shipped it all to my mom's house because my dog one of my dogs stays outside during the day, and he likes to eat everything that gets delivered to our house, including the people who try to deliver it. And so I don't have things delivered to my house anymore. I learned my lesson after like the 50th time. So I had it all shipped to my mom's, and I did the same thing. Like, I ordered it all, but when I looked, it was all like the end of November or like the beginning of December that it was coming in. So like I ordered it and then forgot about it. Like, I didn't think a thing about it. But a cup came in. One of the cups I ordered like a Yeti tumbler coffee thing, you know? And she said it came in yesterday. So that was a nice surprise since I didn't expect to see it for like 3 or more weeks.
There you go. It's going to be like Christmas. Like, what's this one? Oh, cool. Good job, me.
I'm proud of you for not obsessively tracking things because I obsessively track like everything.
Well, I normally do. And honestly, I was thinking about this today because I ordered a pair of shoes. I don't understand why I can't get everything the next day. I really don't. You can't make it make sense to me. I know the technology's there, and if you try hard enough, you can do it. So I don't care. But that when I saw that it was like November 28th was the ship date, I just kind of shoved it out of my mind. Like, okay, just don't think about that right now. Just that doesn't exist.
Yeah. And we're not saying this though because it's John Boy, but their stuff is shipping hella fast.
So. Yeah, I haven't even ordered anything from there yet because I can't decide what I want. So I haven't ordered yet, but I've had multiple people be like, their stuff's so fast, which is really good because, you know, we've complained about it before. Like, it used to be kind of slow. So I don't know what they did to make it faster, but shout out to them. Good job.
Yay. Making things faster. Oh, God. I don't know.
Go a couple ways.
Wait, okay, so this is the thing, and I'm going to get my negative out of the way right now.
Yes, let's do it.
So game 6, like I liked how we won because I wasn't very stressed for a lot of it, but I also put up a lot of runs fast, but I wasn't stressed. Like I was like, okay, whatever. And I was kind of like, can we just fucking end this game so I can celebrate? Like, come on.
Definitely had that vibe early in the game. Like, I think once they got like the 3rd inning or so, I was like, holy shit, they're gonna do this. Like, I'm not gonna say anything out loud, I'm not jinxing shit, because this is an Atlanta sport, but holy crap.
There were like 3 more outs. This is where like I'm a hypocrite because they were like 3 more outs. I'm like, nah, bro, like I'm not counting it because in the Astros were 7 and the 9th, and then we're gonna have to.
That's all I could think about.
Like. And then Manfred's going to come out of the stands and say, actually put someone on second or some random shit. Like, I don't know. But I was just like, oh, it's so exciting. But I still did that thing, like, again, like when Dansby caught it and then threw it to Freddie. I was like, okay, like I knew he got it, but I was like, but it's foot touch. Like, there's nothing funny going on.
Right.
Like,
are we going to challenge anything?
It was, I don't know. There's still part of me that's like, dang, did they really win? Like, I don't know when, because like the parade made it more like, bro, they really won.
Right.
But there's still a part of me that's like, did they though? So I don't know when that'll go away, but maybe it will. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
it didn't look this way on TV really, but there was someone who was like there filming it, and they were going like 55 miles an hour through downtown Atlanta.
Yes.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
That
They were
was
booking it.
like my 3rd grade teacher on that bus. Like, who knows? Like, they were just going.
I could not stop laughing at that clip. I don't even remember who I saw it from originally. Doesn't matter either way. But I watched it like 100 times because it was just so fucking funny. Apparently, the Cobb County, by the time they got down there, they slowed down. But like
when they were
through
at the
downtown
Battery,
Atlanta,
they were going like a
Yeah.
parade speed. And I saw
But
one
I
of the
just
top
don't
comments.
know
Someone was like, "Oh,
how
they're zooming
shit-
out of the city again, going to the suburbs," and I was like, "Oh my god!"
First time in 26 years you win the fucking World Series. Go 10 miles an hour if you
You know
want
how
to.
pissed I'd be if I was those people?
There at like 4 a.m. and they're just like,
Yes.
bye.
Like if I
I'd be
was one
chasing
of
that
those
bus.
people who was like when they're doing the video, you like how I'm acting this out? When they're doing the video, those people that you see right there, I'd be fucking livid. Like I am suing. I don't know what for, but I am suing.
Emotional
Because that is like no.
rude.
No. Oh my God. But it was hilarious. I mean, like, it wouldn't have been funny if I was there, but I wasn't there. So it was really funny to me.
And apparently there was a dog on the bus. So someone
Okay.
took a
I
picture.
didn't see a dog.
I saw a bunch
Yeah.
of kids.
Yeah.
Sure.
I saw Drew Smiley.
Katie Hearns. Katie Hearns' dog was there.
Oh, that makes sense.
Maybe it was, I don't know if it was the wrong jersey. I think you tweeted this, Ash.
Yes.
Or maybe he just wanted to honor Hank. I don't know what he was doing.
Bugged me. Apparently, Jesse Chavez also had on that jersey, but I didn't notice it because he had on that kick-ass hat. So, like, that's where my attention was focused.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I like him, so I care less. But either way, we should have been in the same jersey. This is not a free-for-all. You don't show up to the game in different jerseys. It's not pick which one you want. Like, I understand it's not a game, but still.
No, like, that's why they literally put their whole uniforms in the guys' lockers, so that shit doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Someone picks it out for them.
I just had questions, because, like, okay, you want to honor Hank. That's cute. I love that, actually. So let's all wear them.
Right.
Probably
Which
so.
would have been really kick-ass, plus it's like
cool.
my favorite jersey, so.
Would have loved that. But that's not what we did. So now you just look dumb. Sorry.
Right.
I'm surprised they don't have like the gold World Series jerseys that we know we're going to get next year. I'm surprised they don't have those ready for the players so that they can wear those at the celebration.
That would be kicking.
Patches. So what game did we get patches in? Did we ever get patches?
I never saw. Now, I didn't really look towards the end because, to be honest, I kind of was like, I guess we're not ever getting them. But we didn't ever, definitely by game 4, there were no patches on the sleeves. Because that was my question.
By the time when they finished in Houston, the last 2 games there, or game there, I'm pretty sure there was a patch then.
Okay, so game 3.
I think I saw someone tweet that finally they got one. But even at that, the last game, what are y'all doing?
I just felt it was disrespectful. Like,
it was.
Which, by the way, so I tweeted something today about. So I'm going on about how Riley's my MVP and Snit's my manager of the year. Okay, Snit does not deserve manager of the year. I realize it's a regular.
Or does he?
He might though, because
listen, they didn't make it above 500 till fucking August, so pretty impressive.
He's won the division 4 years in a row, which someone was like, it's the 2021 award. Okay, then why the fuck is Bryce Harper up there still? Like, he's going to be there until he retires. Let's be honest. Okay. Yeah. Like, come on. I'm sorry. Like, nobody, I didn't realize, I knew on the NL side, I wasn't really paying attention to the AL because obviously the Tigers weren't going to be anywhere on anything. None of the finalists for MVP made the playoffs.
Right.
So that's pretty lame. Like, if you're that great, your team should have made it, right?
Yeah,
I'm looking at.
I'm biased.
With 2 people on there.
Listen, it's not their fault that the entire team can't play like them. I'm just saying.
I'll say, I don't think, like, your team has to make it, but it is weird to me when none of the finalist teams make it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think it should be like a requirement that your team makes it to the playoffs for you to be an MVP candidate. But it is just kind of weird that, like, none of the candidates were on a team that was decent. Like,
the AO was all fucked up this year, so that doesn't surprise me.
I don't know how to say his name because I always call him shit. Anyway, they named him as a candidate, and he fucking fired. Like,
yeah, that's not wrong, honestly. You can call it that if you want. Because, like you said, he got fired. How you let him, manager of the year, got fired?
He's not even the Cardinals manager of the year.
Right. Like, weird. Come on. Anyway, I do think Kepler deserves that one because the Giants had an outstanding season. But
yeah.
I mean, it was a little bit of a joke, but also a little bit of, like, it's just rude. Like, just give us a nod. Maybe nobody wins it, but give us a nod. Like, come on. Anyway, so, sorry. So back to the World Series and positivity. Snit is the world champion manager.
Yes.
Poor Dusty Baker's a bridesmaid for the 24th.
Again.
God bless. It's okay. He has one more chance next year. Or maybe more chances, but definitely has one more chance next year.
Yeah. Hopefully the union lets him have a chance next year. And that's
hopefully so.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so game one. Okay, so starting at game one, World Series. Yes. It was the first leadoff homer in the top of the first ever in a World Series game is the final wording of that stat, I guess. So I'm guessing one of the bottom got a leadoff homer for their side.
Yeah, I think it was like the Red Sox, or like it was kind of recently because somebody tweeted it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's why we worded it that way.
But we were also the first team to score in each of the first 3 innings ever in a World Series. So like we came out and we were like, bam. And I was like, and then the end of the first was kind of like, he was not the greatest. Okay, whatever. But I was like, I mean, that's what he does. And then he gets amazing.
Mm-hmm. Warming up, get the jitters out.
He pitched 16 pitches on a fucking broken leg. Like, I stub my toe when I'm down for a week.
There's no how literally how everyone says baseball players are such like they're not as athletic and football players or rugby players or whatever, and those guys are, don't get me wrong, but holy shit, he's a tough son of a bitch. And
not just that, but like I think it was the interview like right after the game. If it wasn't right after, it was like the next day, whatever, where he apologized for not being able to do more.
And Ozzy had to like comfort him or something. Oh, what?
Oh, also,
that is a team fucking player.
Got a hit.
Yeah, that was cool.
Which was even better because so one of the Astros fans that I'm friends with was like, y'all will be okay, but like you can't expect to take them all like in Houston, which I didn't expect to. But I didn't expect to come out and just be like, we're here to play, like we're fucking, because somehow the Astros always find a way in the postseason, like
absolutely. And all we heard, all we saw, I mean, it was true. All year long, they were like this offensive powerhouse. Right. And it was like, it doesn't really matter how good your pitching is. They find a way to score runs. Right. So when they didn't really, it was like, well, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
we're better than I thought. Like, wait.
Our offense was on point, but also our pitching, but they said that about the Dodgers too when our pitching went.
Yeah, exactly.
And they try to say, well, everybody got cold at the same time. How does everyone from the Dodgers and the Astros magically get cold at the same time? It's just weird to me.
It's almost as if the Braves were better.
Almost.
Weird concept.
Right? Like it couldn't be that. It had to be that the Astros gave it to us, just like the Dodgers gave it to us. Obviously.
You know what? Let's flip the narrative. We gave to game 2 to the Astros, so we just
You're welcome.
That's it. Because that was the present. Like, happy early Christmas or something.
Exactly.
And then game 3, Ion Anderson showed up. I don't know why they say it that way, but they've started saying that way of talking baseball. So now, anyway, sorry.
It's okay. They screwed up. I can't. I say Passan wrong.
Oh.
Now, because I say Passan every time. That's
gosh.
wrong. But anyways, it's their fault.
Let's blame them for everything. But game 3, New York boy Ian Anderson, he's from New York, right? Had 5 hitless innings, first time since 1912. By
a few years.
I think that's before the Titanic sank.
That was 1914 or 15, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Since that happened. Like, that's insanity.
2 world wars, a bunch of other little ones.
But anyway, so he gave us 5 hitless innings, and then of course people were bitching about Snit taking him out. But I'm like, we have all seen Ian, God bless his heart, staying there just a little bit too long, and
yeah, and it's like he was gonna throw a fucking complete game. Come on, he was like, that wasn't ever gonna happen. So what difference does it make? Shut up.
Right.
Of course, I say that to
so we won't
bitch later about pulling a pitcher, but not that one. I didn't bitch that time.
Not that time. Did you bitch when you pulled Dylan Lee in game 4? Is that when you got mad?
Yeah, that was the one I was upset about. That was the one. Man, bless his little heart. Can you imagine?
Can I tell
No.
you? Literally, and so this is another record. We just set all these records, which like I'm so proud of.
Historic.
First player to make his first start in the World Series.
No big deal.
That's crazy.
No big deal. I get nervous like going to a new grocery store sometimes.
Right?
But like I'm gonna look like an idiot not knowing what aisle to go down.
I was gonna say you don't know where like the pasta is. It's
If you don't plan out your phone conversations before you dial that number, you don't understand the anxiety
yeah,
we're talking about.
You don't know what we're doing here. Yeah.
And clearly Dylan Lee doesn't plan phone conversations because he just went out and started his first game in the World Series. And was it like he's probably not going to the Hall of Fame on that start, but he did his job.
Like,
listen,
fine.
Scherzer and Cole had worse fucking starts this season, so
exactly, it's fine.
I assume it was fun at Truist Park.
It was. It was cold. I was pissed because, like, yeah, I mean, well, I don't know, Marley, maybe cold where you are, but Emily, it's not really cold here yet. It was like it got cold those 2 days that we were in Atlanta. And then after, now it's not as cold as it was then. So that was miserable. But Friday night, we just went to the Battery. And I mean, I've been around a lot of people at sporting events. I've been to lots of SEC football games. Alabama's football stadium holds over 100,000, or not over, but close to 100,000. There's definitely over 100,000 when you factor in all those fuckers just walking around. And Auburn's the same way. Like, I've been around a lot of people, but holy shit, there were a lot of people at the Battery.
They kept saying that on TV, like, wow, this is a bigger crowd, and not just than we expected. This is the biggest crowd we've seen all year at all baseball events.
Yes, like,
wasn't it like 130,000 between the stadium and the Battery?
Yeah, that
something
was
like that.
Sunday when they thought, like, when we had the opportunity to clinch or whatever. That was Sunday. That was 130. So I don't know if they ever released a specific count for like Friday or Saturday, but I know Friday there was a fucking million people there. You couldn't, because like we went to, the big ball thing that everybody takes a picture of. We were going there to like meet everybody that I was going to meet. And we almost didn't get in because they were locking down the Battery once it got to quote unquote capacity, whatever the hell that was. And they would put barricades up, and there were people. So once they put the barricades up and block it off, there's still a road that runs around the Battery that just like takes you to Braves shit, basically. So people were just setting up on the street and on the other side of the street with like little TVs and little screens. So like they can't even get into the Battery. Like, shops closed. You can't go in there. And they're still like sitting outside of it on the street hanging out. It was crazy. I've never seen that many people. And then inside was awesome.
I thought it was hilarious when they were interviewing Freddie after the win, and he was like, "That's at the Battery?" Like,
yes,
people would
he
show
was like, "What?" Yeah, when we went, we sat on the third deck. Like, if you're looking out at what is that? Left field, where the numbers are, where the retired numbers are. We sat like in that section. I mean, like at the top of that section, but in that section. And I had never sat at that like vantage point from the field. So that was cool. It's real high. I get kind of dizzy up there, to be honest. But it was cool. I cried like when Austin hit that double to score a run finally. I was like, oh my gosh, at least we're gonna do something. Because I had convinced myself we were gonna lose Saturday night's game just to make it easier on my brain if we did lose it, so I wouldn't be like devastated. So I was
Low
convinced.
expectations.
Yeah, we're gonna lose the game I'm going to because of course we are. It's fine. Well, when Austin hit that double, I was like, okay, cool. At least we're not gonna like get blanked. Like we're gonna at least have a run on the thing. And then Dansby hit a home run, and I was like, oh shit, like this could be fun. And Jorge Soler's walking up to the plate, and I was like, man, what if he hit another one right back to back? David was like, they don't ever hit home runs back to back. I was like, first of all, you don't watch baseball.
Yeah, how would you know?
It could happen. And then it happened, and then I lost my shit, and I cried, and then he made fun of me for like a solid 5 minutes. He's like, why are you crying? I was like, why are you not crying right now? That's the real question.
Right.
Like, why are you not? It was awesome. We saw a girl fall all the way down the steps before the game started. So she fell down the steps before the game started, and then she fell down the steps again in like the second inning, and then I never saw her again. So hopefully, sis, you're all right out there. But
hopefully she just stayed on the ground level.
I'm talking.
We all know that we love to drink, but if I'm going to a fucking World Series game, I'm probably going to have a slight little buzz. Like, I want to be happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like I did not. This was one of the questions people asked us, and we'll get to those soon. But I didn't drink like maybe 1 or 2 beers each game because I'm like I want to remember. A second, and beer makes me sleepy sometimes. Like
yes,
so, I was
exactly. I did the same exact thing at that game. I got 2 beers, but I didn't finish the second one because it was very much like I was like I want to remember. She had a totally different philosophy. 100% different because I'm talking like I don't know, she had to be drunk because she didn't hurt herself, if that makes sense. Like because she started falling at the top of the steps and stopped rolling at the glass at the bottom of the steps, and her husband, boyfriend, man, partner, whatever he was just like standing there with 2 beers in his hand watching. Which, I mean, it's not like he could do anything. Like, it's not like he could save her, but it was just funny. But the stairs were also very slippery because it was like a misty rain. But, girl, she ate shit, man. Bless her heart. Hope she's doing good.
Yeah. And I did fall asleep during game 2.
That's fair.
But I like even with the games, like the ones I missed, I went back and I watched it all because I was like, I want to watch every single second. And I've rewatched the winning game like I think twice now. So
do they still make DVDs of highlights?
Yes, I think so. I saw somebody tweet something like, "Oh hey, the Braves got to get a World Series DVD now." And I know the Dodgers got one last year, so I don't know why they would get one last year and we don't get one this year. It's just technology ain't changed that much.
They got a baseballism shirt and we didn't, which I still want to know the reason for that. Like it was a very vague email. Yeah.
So we got a parade and they didn't. So
that's true. They still never got a parade. Bless their heart.
I wonder if they have to borrow docs. Be like, hey, you got to be in this one too.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like somebody was like, well, y'all just wait till we eventually get ours. I'm like, do you get one now though? Like, I mean, I'm not saying you don't deserve one, baby. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that would feel very weird.
Great.
Like I'm going to throw my 16th birthday party, but I've already turned 18.
Yeah, like it would just feel very strange to me, personally. But I mean, you do you.
Do you?
Whatever. Just feels weird.
Game 5, Tuck got the start. I was very excited. Duvall got that first inning grand slam. I was like, oh, we're going places. And then Snip put in Smiley, and I was like, we're going to finish this in Houston, okay?
Yeah.
Still going places. Maybe not a good one.
Like, I was trying to be optimistic, like, whoa. And then I was like, nah.
I was
pleasantly surprised at Tucker. Like, because he's been very up and down too, and he did okay.
Yeah, I mean, especially to have not pitched since not pitched for the Braves. I know he did some stuff at Gwinnett, but That's not the same as the fucking
May or
World
June or
Series.
something.
But he hadn't pitched for the Braves since like June. That's a long ass time. And especially the long ass time to come back in the fucking World Series. Like, this is not just a game against the Phillies in September.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was watching from home, like all of us. Maybe he was in the city. He was not on the damn roster when the World Series started.
No. His ass was at Waffle House.
That's true.
Literally.
Yeah, so
Peter Moylan's every day, apparently. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So game 6 went well for us. So Max became the 4th pitcher in franchise history to pitch 6+ shutout innings in a World Series clinch, which was a weird stat, but we love weird stats. The last one to do it was Glavine. Fox's favorite commentator did in 91, but we don't need to talk about him. Anyway, so we all know Eddie Rosario won MVP of the NLCS. So Jorge Soler, which, by the way, if you have not seen that clip of like when he hits a home run, was it his first one or second one?
Which one?
Did he only hit one? I don't know. Anyway, when he hits one and then all the little orange towels just stop.
Oh, yeah, I think that was that 3-run one, yes.
It was the 3-run. Okay.
Yes.
The gifts of the Houston fans was just chef's kiss.
They were so good.
That one chick
And
that's just like...
And then the
it was
that
like that
video,
that's when they realized they weren't winning.
Like, right? Like, you can see Dusty throwing a fit in the dugout after that home run. And I'm like, this is amazing. Because I didn't notice that at the time.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, there was something else I just noticed the other day. Oh, Ozzy waves bye to the ball. He was on third. Or second, maybe. I don't know. He was somewhere. And when he's passing third, he turns around, waves bye to the ball, and then comes, because by the time he hits home plate, Dansby's like right behind him.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice that. I literally noticed that yesterday. And I don't know how many times I've watched that clip of that home run, about 150,000 at this point.
Well, so he won MVP. And this was the first time that you had a championship series and then World Series MVPs who were not on the team's roster to begin the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we had a team at the deadline. Also, this is just my little snippet for people who like to call the Braves racist, because apparently that's the thing to do now. All of our players had their country of origin flags on them, ready to celebrate with them.
Mm-hmm. And that was awesome.
It's amazing.
I know. I did really like that too. Did y'all see? I don't remember. It was one of the Braves accounts on Instagram posted all those pictures of like Ozzy and Eddie and all the, like, in my head that I think of, like the Los Bravos guys with their flags and the World Series trophy in the dugout, like sitting on the bench or whatever. Yeah. But the last picture was Max, and he's got like the American flag around him, and I don't know why, but it like made me laugh. I was like, "What are we doing? Like, we know the white boy is from California. Yeah. We got it. We're good."
Somebody just realized that he was Jewish. I think it was maybe Ladies of Nats baseball. Maybe I don't know. No, Katie Braves. Katie Braves. One of the.
There's so many Braves. Katie Braves. Katie Braves fan. Katie.
I realized that he was Jewish. Well, you should have listened to our holiday episode last year.
Yeah.
Right. As is the great Jock Peterson. So,
exactly.
Which people are giving Jock shit because they're like, I thought it was supposed to be Jocktober. What's he doing? He's getting the team amped up. Mind your business.
Yeah, it's fine. He faded a little. It's fine. He made a couple really good catches. Was it game 6 that he made that catch? That where he got like stuck in the ground? Like his arm got stuck? I was like, shit, he's about to break his fucking arm right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I had Acuna flashbacks. I was like, oh god.
Literally. I showed his picture to my boyfriend. He was like, is he going to the World Series or like a sleepover? I was like,
literally, he's like an oversized toddler. I love him so much.
He really is. And somebody sent me a picture of, like, you know, the little pictures they take when they're walking in with the lights and the fucking runway shit. Somebody sent me one where he's in like a sweatsuit and was like, damn, Jock got kind of chubby since he came to Atlanta. I was like, bitch, we eat. Like, okay, he been at Waffle House every day.
and going to Bojangles.
We don't have salads and seafood unless it's fried and it's like macaroni salad. Like that's
exactly. Like he's getting actual food while y'all were feeding him fucking like kale salads. Come on.
Yeah.
Let him be. He's fine.
Let him be. Also, he was in Chicago for part of that, and those Polish people up there eat too, and I can say that.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, I don't even know, like, okay, Ashley, I know you got to go to cheer soon, so let me get to some of these questions you asked us.
It is 4:30. I didn't realize. I'm so glad I'm about to be done with cheer.
World Series gear have you bought? I have actually bought exactly one t-shirt because we're getting a fourth dog, which is insanity, but also my bank account's like, please don't buy a lot of stuff. But that was the only reason my account worked. How much we already kind of went over this, that y'all bought some stuff.
Yeah.
I blacked out. I'm gonna be real honest. I blacked out because I bought shit that's like why did I buy this? Like I don't. Why not? I bought some like fucking. It's like a print, you know. But it has like all the names of like the starting 9, and then like somehow world champions is out of the letters or some fucking shit. I don't know. Felt like I needed it.
Sounds cool.
I bought all the drinkware. That's where I went nuts.
Drinkware.
I bought a coffee cup. I bought a travel mug. I bought a brewmate koozie. But I've also bought the normal koozies. But then I also bought a slim can normal koozie. Like,
which we can try Truly's holiday next week. Okay.
Yes. I probably won't have the koozie by then, but maybe by the holidays, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, that's where I went nuts. Because I only bought like one t-shirt, one like little pullover hoodie situation. And just a whole bunch of fucking drink stuff. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't.
Yeah. I know I got a shot glass.
Yeah.
And a long sleeve and a hat and whatever else I got from Fanatics. I didn't go crazy on Fanatics because I wanted to look at other places too. But I know I still have more stuff coming from them. And then I have the 4 shirts from John Boy. And then I ordered the AJC like newspaper that we could order special to have delivered. I got that. And there's going to be a book coming out that someone sent me the link to. I bought that. And Unforgettables, she is doing she like paints baseballs.
I saw that.
I pre-ordered that. And that's like, it has like Believe in the Braves like font, and it has all the different stuff on it. And she said she's going to give me number 44. So,
oh, that's cool. Oh, I bought a Christmas ornament and a pin.
Merry Christmas.
And a hat.
So,
and a patch. Oh, and a crystal ball with dirt in it.
I was looking at the game used dirt and stuff, but like the only ones I could find, they're like I don't know. I'm looking for something more like meaningful. It's not just like a picture with some dirt. I want something like signed and game used.
This is honestly is like I know I bought this right when the final out was thrown, pretty much, because had I waited till the next day, I wouldn't have bought this. Does that make sense? Because it's literally it's baseball. It looks like a baseball, but it's glass and there's dirt in it.
Well, there you go.
But whatever.
Yeah, like it'll be cool to have.
Like it'll be cool, but I wouldn't have bought it. Holy shit, we just won the World Series. Mine would have been like, nah. So, but that night, you could have sold me a fucking coffin that said World Series champions, and I'd have been like, hell yeah, sign me up.
Listen, I'm seriously also considering getting a Will Smith jersey. So
me too. Tried to find one. You can't. I guess I have to call like Braves retail or something, because like I went on Fanatics to do like a custom one, and you can't do customs there anymore for the Braves.
What?
They have like the handful that they have, whatever. And then you can buy a blank one. But they don't have or at least they didn't when I looked. Because I really was about to do it too. Because I'm a changed woman. So.
New best friend. You know what else I really want is one of those freaking champagne bottles that they use. And I can't find one online anywhere. I'm sure they don't just chuck them. So if
No,
anyone
I'm sure they
sees
sell
any
them.
in the used store or whatever, if anyone knows where I can get one, please let me know because I want one.
I wonder if those end up at like the game used store that's in the
Yeah,
stadium.
which
I
I
can't think of
don't
whatever
think
the name of it.
if it is going there, it wasn't there when I checked online. So
Right. Or maybe they have like a. I know when I went to Chop Fest, what was that, like a couple years ago? They had like this like sidewalk sale situation,
hmm
but I don't feel like those would be there because it was kind of more like a here's the shit we have left over sale. But I don't know.
right.
I don't
So
know.
2 more questions real quick because we got like 5
Okay,
minutes.
yes.
So, well, oh, just my comment about Will Smith. Yes, I'm also changed. Like, great.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I'm like not happy about it, but I'm a
Next
changed woman.
Next year, if he's like still with us, I don't know about contracts right now. I just don't even care. My brain's like full.
Yeah.
I'm going to need postseason Will Smith all year. Okay. Actually,
Mhm.
let's just have postseason Braves all year. Great. Okay. Now that that's out of the way, we got asked this like 82 times. What is the moment that you knew we had this?
Final out. I was scared until then. I'm gonna be real honest. I was literally scared until then
That's
because I
where like
kept thinking about that stupid game against the Red Sox where they scored like 500 runs in the ninth inning.
so I will say that first game in Houston gave me a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Like, and we talked about this like that whole day. Like, I did not do work. Like, my tummy upset. Like, when like I have to nervous pee. Sorry if that's TMI, but that's what like all day just run back and forth. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like I was about to play the World Series. I was nervous for the other ones, but not nearly as bad. After that first game, I was like, holy shit, we actually have a chance. Because I just didn't want us to embarrass ourselves. Like that one inning against the Dodgers that we looked like the Bad News Bears. I was like,
Yes.
let's not do that on the world
Right.
stage.
Yeah.
With like the most people ever watching. I don't know if that's an actual fact, but ratings were up. So go us.
Yes.
When
Nobody's gonna watch my ass.
last,
Baseball's dying.
when were you like confident that like, oh crap, we might be able to do it? The last out?
Well, most of my brain, when Dansby hit that homer in the fifth, I was like, holy shit, they're gonna do this.
Yeah.
But I still had that part of me that was like, this is an Atlanta sports team.
Yeah.
Don't get cocky. And then, yeah, obviously, after when we saw Freddie doing the
Yes.
field goal thing again, that was when we really knew, although I was still processing.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, when Dansby hit the homer in the fifth, I was like, wow, they're gonna fucking do this. Like,
It's doing good. We got this.
There was
yeah,
a
exactly.
point,
I was like, holy
I
shit,
don't
if he's going
remember,
off, we're good.
like at some point, what was the final score in that game? 7-0? Is that
Mhm.
final? Okay. So when we had like 6 outs, somebody was like, they have less outs than you have runs. It's gonna be really hard for them to come back. Because I was still tweeting like, bitches, you better shut the fuck up. We ain't won yet. But
Yeah.
when whoever that was, shout out that person, said that, I was like, okay, that's comforting.
Mhm.
Because you only have 6 outs and you got to score 7 runs. That's not going to be easy. I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah.
you can't do it, so please don't do it. But like,
scored at all that game. It was
yeah.
like
Which turns out
and
Bregman was hurt.
arm bar, whatever you want to call it, PETA, was like Tyler Matzik, like
Drop
holy
dick.
fuck. But also it was weird listening to the national media talk about like we didn't go over all these rags to riches stories last year with him.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you covered this last year, Joe Buck. Do you not remember? But
Right?
whatever.
No, he doesn't.
So on that note, we are champion. And then somebody asked, in all the sports moments you ever lived through, like how does this rank? And to me, it ranks number 1 because I will say, as a Carolina fan with basketball, we're jaded. Like with football, if we do great, I'm excited. If not, I don't really care. It's Carolina fucking football. Like nobody's expecting. With this, like 95, I remember more of the feeling, like being around my family and like what it does for, that. For this one, like it was the weight and like we've been following them so intensely for so many years now. And like we all sat through those crappy years. Like to finally get it, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
there's no feeling like it.
Yeah, same. This was like when Auburn went in the national championship in 2010 was probably like the coolest recent sports memory. Because kind of like you said, I remember 95. I remember being around the games. I remember like, oh, I like baseball, go Braves. But like, I was fucking 6. Come on.
Right.
You know, like, there's only so much going on up there. It's not like I knew the backstory of every pitcher and had been like following some of these guys for years. It wasn't the same. When Auburn won in 2010, that was like the fucking tops sports wise for me. So I thought this would be like similar, bro. It was a completely different, like completely fucking different. I feel like I won. Like, where's our ring actually? Because I worked hard.
And what was weird for me was in 2009, UNC won the national championship. That was the year I graduated. Like some of those guys, like we would all like run in kind of the same crowd and stuff.
Yeah.
So like you would think that would be the one like I would feel most connected to. This was like 100 times more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember 95 because I was 3, but yeah, and even like when I was a Broncos fan and watching Peyton win Super Bowl 50 and ride off into the sunset,
She had to bring that up.
I just wanted to talk about it. That I thought was like the pinnacle, and like Penn State's in my lifetime, they've never, done all that much.
Yeah.
And the bowls at least. And I don't really have any other personal connections to teams. Like I root for them, I love them, but this was a different level entirely. And I hope we don't have to wait another 26 years to do it again.
So. I know, right? Like, I didn't know it was going to be this cool. Like, y'all could have told us it was going to be this fucking awesome.
Holy fucking stressful, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't have been able to do a Game 6. Also, speaking of weird stats, since we talked about those a lot, my favorite weird stat from the World Series is the fact that the Braves did not face an elimination game all postseason.
Yeah. Okay. So,
that's my favorite.
I like that one because they kept talking about the Astros in elimination games. I'm like, bro, stop getting in elimination games.
Like, stop doing that to yourself. Just fucking win it in 4 or 6 or 6 again.
Right.
It's not like it's hard.
I mean,
not like it's hard. This time. If the Braves can do it.
And anyway, so we hope there is baseball next year. We're going to be back hopefully next week with a special guest.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll start up our hockey pod again after Thanksgiving, and then we'll still keep doing this. I don't know. We'll have to talk about if it's going to be like a regular weekly or just when there's hot stove news or what.
Yeah.
But we definitely, especially with all the union stuff going on this off season.
Yeah, we'll have stuff to talk about. It's
CBA
just how
pod.
Often. Yeah, CBA
like 2020 all over again.
Pod sounds fucking awful. Yeah.
Or something, so we can talk about that. So
there you go.
Crazy. Something. And on that note,
Preds suck right now, so I don't really want to talk about hockey if we're being honest.
Mansplain baseball to somebody who is not world champions. Go Braves.
Go Braves.
Go Braves.